What would your life be like if you did what you love every single day? Now, this is what is called living on purpose. And when you live on purpose, you really make the best and the most out of the present time. And this also applies in your professional life. So today I will share with you the 3 questions to ask yourself to know your purpose. Will you stay with me to find this out? Now, the other day I was talking to a friend and she told me something like this. She said, my life goes by just simply working, and it seems like the life as an adult is just working to be paying bills. And she said something like, my day doesn't really last 24 hours. It only has like about 4 hours to enjoy. The rest is sleeping and going to work. And I was thinking, is that possible to enjoy your job? And again, it happens to me as well. When I do have work peaks, when I have a lot of clients, or especially when I'm accompanying massive layoff, or when I have many training sessions on conferences in a row, I also feel like my life is only about working. But if I feel that it's all about work and it's only about working, it means that I've disconnected from something more important. If I feel that my life is going away working, it's because I disconnected from my why. And this is exactly the subject of today. Now, do you also feel that your life is just simply going away by working? Tell me right here in the comment. Now, in this episode, I would like to evoke 2 principles that have become part of the pillars of the work that I do as a coach. And I always invite my clients to clarify these 2 things so that they are also aligned with their purpose. So this is the first, the principle of Simon Sinek, and they start with why, this revolution. If you haven't seen it, I invite you to watch his TED Talk because it's really amazing. And if not, you can read the book. You have a link just below to check it out. Here he explains how in the corporate world, what matters the most is not what you do, but why you do it. Now, the companies that are in the peak of innovation, that set the right direction to progress, and that they position themselves as leaders are those who start with why. Now, this principle also applies to the people who work in those companies or are part of that corporate system, as you probably are. Now, start with why means that you can give yourself the opportunity to have a purpose, to make your work a vehicle to fulfill that purpose and to give the best you can with who you are and to make your maximum contribution. Now, if your why is clear, you will be able to communicate this to others, you will be able to inspire other people as well, and especially you will be able to awaken your natural leadership. You will be able to position yourself as you want and giving a little bit of flavor and joy to your professional life as well. Now, the second principle is one of my favorite. This is the IKIGAI, or the Japanese secret for a long and happy life. Again, I can show you the book right here. You have the link to it just right below if you want to check it out. Now, in my personal and professional opinion as a coach, this is a must read if you want to understand that you have already all the resources you need to monetize not only what you enjoy, but also your skills. Now, this philosophy is born from the life principles of the Japanese, and especially those who are found on the island of Okinawa. Have you heard or been in this place? Now, this is an amazing place. It's considered one of the blue zones. And this is where we find the eldest people in the world. Now, there are many blue zones in the world, but Okinawa has something really special. And it's thanks to these researchers, Frances Miralles and Hector Garcia, who were there making a lot of questions and seeing how these people live. And they were able to discover the secret of how these people live over 100 years old with great energy. Now, the secret to longevity is that they have an ikigai. They have a purpose. They have a reason to wake up every day and to go and contribute in the most authentic way. And in return, the world gives them the same energy and vitality, as well as the physical and monetary resources to continue doing this over and over. Now, this is the ikigai, and this is living with purpose or on purpose. So I invite you to do this exercise with me. I have 3 questions that I would like you to think through. The idea is to find your why. So let's go and answer them together. You can grab a piece of paper and a pen, of course, and let's get to it. Now, the first question, What are you good at? And here, please write down all the things that come naturally to you. The knowledge you have, what works out for you without putting a lot of effort. And when you put effort to it, you just do incredible things and you stand out. Write down the things that people tell you that you're so great at this. Wow, you're so good at this thing. Now, those things that we consider are natural talents. And if you have them, well, you do have them, is because you need them to fulfill that purpose in life. Now, it is in this step or in these questions, I always think that it's important to be aware of your strengths and also to be aware of your weaknesses. You cannot be good at everything, and identifying your strengths and reinforcing them, you will be able to excel naturally. Your weaknesses, you can work on them or you can delegate them. But above everything, don't look for perfection because you really don't need to, you don't have to. In life, or in my life, I've realized that my weaknesses are opportunities to grow my teams and to lean on other people who are better than me in certain things, so I free up my time and my space to play with my strengths and to do what I really love. When we focus on weaknesses, we disconnect from our purpose. And here is where we feel like, my life is just about working and it feels heavy and it feels boring and it feels like it's just a routine. But if we focus on our strengths, we focus on our natural genius, and the work becomes actually a source of energy and excitement. Do you see it? Now, let's see the second question. What do you enjoy the most? We do not all have the same taste or enjoy the same things, right? So this is also part of the IKIGAI. You were born in a certain way and you enjoy certain activities more than others. Now, again, this is not a coincidence. This is part of a purpose. The beauty of this philosophy is that it actually tells you nothing is out of coincidence. If you have a purpose, you are also going to be able to enjoy that thing that you came here to do in the world. And you're going to have a good time, not only when you're going on a party or on a trip with your friends, but also when you're going to work, by doing something you really enjoy, you really like. So, second question for you. What is this thing for you? What is it that you enjoy? And here, please write down everything that comes to mind that you know that when you do it, you like it, you're really living it, and you're really enjoying it a lot. Now, let's move on to the third question. What does the world need, and what problem have you come to solve? Now, where are you right now? Focus on that place where you are. And again, there's no coincidence that you are there right now and I'm here. And that world around you, it has some needs and problems to be solved. Now, where there are problems, there are opportunities to add value. And where there are opportunities, there is work, and obviously there is money. Okay, so here is the key to position yourself. Where there is a need that you can solve this situation by doing something you like and something that you're good at. Okay, this is the idea. Okay, this is the whole purpose. So what problem is around you that you can solve, and what need is evident in your environment? That's the thing, that's the key. Now we're going to stop right here because again, I like to keep these episodes very effective. And I would like just to simply stop and write down everything that comes to mind. And please let me know how you're doing. How are those responses going? And if you can, please write down just in the comments, yes, I want to live on purpose. If you want to continue, obviously, investigating this, keep following these videos, follow this channel, follow this podcast. This is just an appetizer, okay? Because, again, I like to keep this short. And when it comes to Ikigai, when it comes to start with why and purpose, there's a lot to say. There are many things to create. I'm going to be creating more content so that you also define and design a professional life that makes sense to you. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions or anything else to add. Otherwise, you have also the Ikigai guide that you can download. It's a free resource. You have it here on my website, jessicarojasliscano.com. And you can download it to continue working on this exercise. Let me know what you think, and I'll be seeing you in another video. Bye-bye.